Over the past decades, artificial intelligence (AI) has steadily evolved from algorithmic prediction tools for molecular interactions to comprehensive platforms aiming to redesign the drug R&D process. The field has now reached a pivotal inflection point. On the one hand, heightened investment, increasing internalization by large biopharma firms, and a growing capability divide between early adopters and late entrants signal a coming of age for AI in drug development. On the other hand, no AI-designed therapeutic has yet achieved full regulatory approval or market launch, highlighting a critical gap between hype and realized value. In this environment, we believe it is essential to clearly signal both the opportunities and limitations of this maturing technology. And so in this installment of our series, we will discuss the key trends shaping the near-term trajectory of AI in drug development, as well as the implications for investors, innovators, and incumbents. Signals of progress. While dozens of AI-native companies have emerged over the past decades, only a handful have progressed to proprietary drug development programs. This transition was initially driven by a desire to capture greater economic value and spurred by record $5.6 billion in funding in 2024, as well as a 27% annual growth in AI biopharma partnerships over the past 5 years. However, these investments have yet to yield an AI-designed therapeutic that has achieved full regulatory approval or market launch. That said, notable breakthroughs such as in silico medicine's AI-designed IPF candidate entering phase 2 suggest that technological feasibility is increasingly within reach. Equally important are the emerging claims around dramatically reduced development timelines and costs. While many of these assertions remain difficult to substantiate independently, they nonetheless warrant attention as they challenge the status quo of drug development. For example, some companies are claiming less than 18 months until the $3 million to generate and qualify a lead candidate using historical data and traditional approaches. This compares to more than $10 million and 10 years or more in most cases. Moreover, while many AI-first drug candidates continue to target well-characterized proteins, suggesting a limited degree of innovation in target space, a growing number are beginning to show early clinical efficacy and safety profiles. Importantly, however, most of these candidates still operate within existing biological paradigms rather than uncovering fundamentally new disease mechanisms. Big Pharma realignment. Pharmaceutical companies are increasingly shifting from buy to build strategies. While external deals remain prevalent, many are building internal AI capacity, moving from million-dollar pilots to billion-dollar platforms. Leaders like AstraZeneca, Sanofi, and Novo Nordisk have combined proprietary R&D platforms with strategic big tech partnerships such as Nvidia and Microsoft. Despite these advances, however, integration frictions persist. Siloed data systems, fragmented expertise, and inconsistent AI maturity across departments remain substantial barriers. Market and regulatory headwinds. Despite strong interest, financial markets have cooled. COVID-era IPOs like Recursion, Relay, and Exscientia have seen 80 to 90% drops in valuation, reflecting skepticism around monetization and clinical progress. Moreover, the regulatory landscape is evolving cautiously. The FDA's emerging guidance on AI in drug design acknowledges the potential of these technologies while emphasizing the need for rigorous validation, transparency, and patient safety. Notably, the guidance highlights that AI in biopharma cannot escape the rigor of biological and regulatory science. Big Tech's growing footprint. The entry of tech giants like Alphabet, Nvidia, and Oz has accelerated infrastructure development and computational capabilities. However, the complexity of biological systems resists commoditization. Experience from other industries suggests that scale and compute alone are insufficient without translational insight and clinical nuance. The future of AI in biopharma likely lies in deep, domain-specific collaboration rather than disruption via general-purpose AI. Looking ahead, the next phase in AI-enabled drug development may indeed unlock new frontiers, target selection, modality design, and hypothesis generation, driven by multimodal foundation models and quantum-enhanced inference. But realizing this vision will require, first, rigorous clinical validation pipelines. Second, ethical frameworks that address bias and data representativeness. Third, regulatory co-development and GXP-aligned AI governance. Fourth, a shift from broad sauce to focused, problem-centric AI integrations. To be clear, AI may not yet have reinvented drug development, but it has become an essential tool for accelerating insight generation, optimizing R&D processes, and improving translational precision. Realizing its full potential will require a fundamental shift in priorities, moving away from lofty valuations and towards validated outcomes, embracing biological insight over computational capability, and prioritizing collaborative integration over siloed disruption. In short, the field must mature from hype to proof.